Big review. Okay, so lower that way down. Actually, that doesn't even be on at all anymore. So we were gonna play a little bit of Halo. I was gonna play some Mario, but honestly, like I tried it all out. I have it's all kind of hooked up. It just looks messy, and I hate having my stuff messy. So like my desk is messy with the capture card and like the Switch. Like it doesn't. I don't know. I just didn't want to. I was gonna be able to relax and play games if I knew my desk was a mess. But it all works. So maybe Sunday night we'll play a little bit of Mario or something like that. Just so you guys know, next week, every day, Monday through Friday, at 7 or 8 a.m. I can't remember what it is. I'm going to do a study session for the Network Plus. I'm going to be every day. I'm going to go through one of the 5 sections. Monday is going to be section 1 and Tuesday section 2, so on and so forth. And that's what's going to go on with there. And then I'm not going to guarantee that I will be able to stream at night playing some games, but I will stream at least 2 or 3 days out of the week doing that. It's kind of hard when I get back from lessons. I teach lessons all the way in Katy, which is like an hour and a half from my house. And I teach that, and I don't get done until like 8 o'clock. Sometimes I talk to the guys a little bit, and then I come back, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm tired. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what's going on. I need to change the audio to my headphones. There we go. And is that? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay. And just so you guys know, we do have the waifu. We got waifu lo-fi music. Cyberfunk Station. Highly recommend it. All of their things. Where is it? Let's ignore all of that stuff. Continue watching. What? No. I want their channel. All of their thumbnails are is gotchas. Well, that one's not. That's just Daft Punk. That one's just a cat. So and you can definitely tell. Look, this cat got 6,000 views. Look at this girl, 18,000 views. Like, that is a significant. Like, there's an explosion and a girl's running and she's jogging and she's super happy. 33,000 views. Nuts. Okay. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get some stuff going on here. Let's get some Halo. What are you doing, boy? Come on. Come on. Now lay in my lap so that way you don't bother me. Yes. Yes. There we go. Now, be still. Yeah, everything should be working really well. Things are going really good. I'm super excited for things. I am going to be taking some practice tests next week as well. I don't know if I'm going to stream the practice tests or not. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Then in 2 weeks, I'm going to try to take the actual test. And so that's what's going on with that. In terms of the gaming stuff, Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out. Definitely going to stream that. I love Donkey Kong. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Diddy Kong Country Land 2 or Diddy Kong Land 2, whatever it's called. It's Diddy Conquest 2 because it's a play on words for conquest. That was one of the first games I ever played ever. I'm not going to say I beat it because I didn't beat it for the first time until like a few days ago. But it's one of the first games I ever played in the Super Nintendo, and it's literally one of my favorite games. Actually, I think it was my first Super Nintendo game that I ever got. So that's what we're going to be doing with that. Real excited about all the things that are going on and that are happening. Oh, what is this? Someone texted me? No, it's just Instagram bullshit. No, it doesn't matter how many times I turn off my notifications for Instagram. It's still like, nah, man, we're gonna send you messages. We're gonna send you notifications. All right, I think we have two different things. I just want it to come here. Yes. There we go. Hey, what's this? Whew. I mean, that looks cool and all, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't want it. We're gonna kick it off pretty gentle with some quick play, some tactical. We might do Capture the Flag. Capture the Flag is actually my favorite one of all time. I'm just not good at it. But that's how it goes, right? Let's see here. Let's look at the YouTube feed as we wait. That's a year ago. What is this? Asmon Gold. Okay, we're just gonna go bypass that. A lot of lo-fi stuff going on. Anything crazy in the news? Well, I know that the Epstein file thing was a big debacle. FEMA response to flooding. This is Digital Dread. The comic horror you haven't heard of, but should be written. Okay, let's just let's add that to watch later. Where's my watch later? I used to have a watch later button. There it is. Oh, I thought I already queued up. Alright, let's get back to it. Oh, the The stop killing games thing. That's pretty big. That's pretty crazy what's going on with that. Let's look that up. Like, that tells you how dead Halo is. Like, I'm looking up other videos and other things to watch while we wait for a match. Stop killing games. Let's see here.
Stop killing games. But this initiative, I want to break down what it is, why it's important, and why it feels like there is this strange hatred of it from big content creators like Pirate Software. And
well,
it's actually getting a ton of backlash. But
honestly, Pirate Software is the only one who has who doesn't like it. Okay, we'll look at it more after I pwn these noobs. So basically, Stop Killing Games is about having an end of life play-in. So that way, live service games, dang it, live service games can still be played outside of the service. It's essentially giving pushback to licenses versus ownership of digital material. And, I mean, I'm definitely for it. If I was in the UK, I would sign for it. Oh my god, I died! Some people think that it's this big thing where, like, we're wanting, like, or I say we, that they're wanting servers to stay on indefinitely, but that's not really it. It's more of, like, wanting... Bro! They're wanting a plan so that way people could still play these games even when the main company is done with them. And it's basically an argument of IP. Who gets the IP? And is it a license or is it ownership? Who actually owns it? And I'm not gonna lie, like there's never been an issue like no one worried about who owned Donkey Kong 64. Like when you bought the game cartridge, you owned the game. You know what I mean? And that's why we have all the ROM problems of emulation and stuff nowadays. Where is he at, dude? I feel like... Oh, there's a guy over here. Oh my god, dude, he's cleaning him up. He's cleaning me up.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Oh my god, dude. I'm losing pockets over here. I'm losing pockets. Oh my god, I lost packets. Okay. It's not. Oh my god, no wonder, dude. Like we're down 2 team members. Okay. Okay, I gotta stop talking. I gotta tee up. I gotta lock in. I gotta tee up, as the kids say. Okay. I don't see anybody. How did you die? Yeah, I'm cutting him up. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, yeah! Oh. Jesus. Deathful Romos. Deathful. Oh my god. Oh, I got him.
Down and not getting up.
I think that guy got shot from over there. Are we still down 2 people? Oh my god, dude, we're down 3 people. No, we're good, we're good. There's just the old people. There's just all on the leaderboard for some reason. Dang it! I was about to clean them all up.
Victory.
It's not looking good for the home team, boys. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that dude has done nothing but kill me the entire time. Him and Deathful. Okay.
They're close.
Got him.
Good shooting, Spartan.
Five minutes remaining.
Another one down.
Pop your head out again. Come on, pop your head out again. Got him!
You make those bullets sing, Spartan.
All right.
In my sights. Enemy.
Where are they? Scare the crap out of me, dude. Oh, it's just me. It's just me. Nice!
Takedown.
Double kill. Gained the lead.
Probably should have ventured over here. I think I just swapped spawns.
Lost the lead.
Oh my god, dude. No, I was the losing kill. Oh. You know, it's because I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? It's because I'm tired. All right, let's go back to the video.
Topic ever on the channel. I mean, you guys have no idea how many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments and messages and stuff. People saying, why aren't you discussing Stop Killing Games? And this is a very, very important project. Now, Stop Killing Games, it's an initiative that absolutely needs to happen. Right now, if you buy a game, if you buy a physical game, let's assume it's the good kind, the kind where the entire data is on the disc or on the cartridge. You can pop this in.
Buddy, that doesn't happen much anymore. Have you heard of Nintendo's licensing agreement? Like, I mean, let's. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you though, but that's not a thing
Forever.
anymore.
At least that's the idea, right? The same way you can play PlayStation 1 games on a PlayStation 1 as long as the disc and the console work. The idea is that if you buy something, you're supposed to own it. But this last decade, the industry has made a big shift. This big push towards live service games with constant updates, with a forced internet connection.
It's not just video games that have been doing this. It's general apps that have been doing this as well. And I'm not going to lie. Like, I remember, like, in the early, like, 2012s, 2015s, where, like, things were becoming, like you'd get an app. Like, you'd buy, like, a music, like, method book. And it came with this app. You had to download the app, and you got the app. And then, like, you had to pay for the app and, like, whatever. And I remember thinking, like, is this app going to be around for the next 50 years? Is it going to be around forever? Because this book is going to be around forever, basically. Like, dang, I missed. Like, this book is going to be around forever. I'm going to always have this book unless I destroy it. But that's up to me. That's up to me to preserve the book, not up to anybody else. I'm paying for this book, and there's going to be an app that goes with it, or a website, or a QR code or something. Oh my God, why do I suck? Jesus. How do you not know I was shooting at him? And I remember thinking, like, is this website going to be up forever? Is this going to be going forever? Like what's going on? Like, what's going on with this? Because I feel weird about this because I'm now relying on you to maintain this thing forever. And that's basically like how all of life has turned into, because I don't think we as a society have discussed or decided what does digital ownership actually look like and actually mean. I do think that we had a step in the right direction with, like, NFTs. I'm not going to say that NFTs were, like, the thing. That wasn't the answer. But blockchain and NFTs were definitely... It was trying to answer it. You know what I'm saying? Not that that was its purpose. But I don't know. I think that there was definitely something to explore there. Where'd that guy go? So to me, Stop Killing Games is more of a consumer protection, like rights protection, and trying to define what digital ownership means. Bro.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Where was he? Dang. Dang. Why am I crap? Did you see that? He was just like dancing around. I was just like, what? All right. Start talking about Stop Killing Games, and I'm all worked up. I gotta get focused. The match is on the line. Oh my God! I got him. Oh God! Whoever's behind me just saved my life. All right. I forgot how much I like this map. Get out of here! Give me a little taste of the teabag. Ooh, we traded. We traded. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I don't know if I can listen to this video and actively play good. We might try that in a second.
Gained the lead.
You know why I keep dying? It's because I keep walking in the center of the map. That's why I keep dying.
Lost the lead.
Oh, boys. Boys, it doesn't look good.
Gained the lead.
Let's just stay to the outskirts. What is this? Whoa, what? Okay. Oh, God. He got me.
Lead.
And there was someone behind me. I was done. I was done for. I was Dunskies. Oh god. I'm losing packets. Okay. Got him! Now he's losing packets. You lost all your packets. You're packetless. Dang! Did we trade? No. No, the guy behind me killed him, but he couldn't kill him fast enough.
Gained the lead.
Bro! I just feel like I'm getting sniped from every direction. You know what it is? It's because the map has a reddish tone. That's what it is. If I was red right now... Shut up, don't say anything. If I was red right now, it'd be way easier. Where these people are dying, but like,
Gained the lead.
where are they?
5 minutes remaining.
I hear shots. Someone just died from right there. What?
Lost the lead.
Well, dude, it's because I'm not contributing. I'm not being a good teammate.
Defeat.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's listen to what this guy said.
It's made it where there are now literally thousands of games that are just gone. They're unplayable. And a lot of them are weird because some of them even have physical discs. Battleborn, Overwatch, Concord. I'll admit that.
Concord. But he's absolutely right. The people who wasted their money on Concord because they thought it was going to be a good game, they can't even play locally. So, like, that game is 100% dead. And honestly, like, Overwatch is in the same boat. Like, if Overwatch ever shut down, I don't think that you'd be able to play it even if you had one of the original Overwatch discs. Which is very interesting because Overwatch 2 is very clearly just a reskin of Overwatch 1. They basically just flipped the servers and everything over to Unreal Engine 5, I believe. And they updated everything. They bumped everything up. And they called it Overwatch 2. They rebranded it in order to make it something, you know, to try to breathe more life into it. Fortnite didn't do that. When Fortnite changed servers and like upgraded their stuff or whatever, they just became Fortnite. They were just Fortnite. It was just an update. It was a big it was a big update, but it was an update. So I don't know how I don't know. I don't like that is basically what I'm saying.
That a lot of the games that are going offline are bad, but it is weird that you can purchase a game that later is taken away from you. And the Stop Killing Games initiative is basically a big push that says if you buy a game, you own it, even if the company shuts down.
And so that's the big thing. It has nothing to do with that a company has the obligation to keep the servers on indefinitely or anything like that. It has everything to do with consumer rights. And currently, as the laws state in our standard right now, there are no consumer rights in terms of like video games and honestly just digital assets in general. And that's an issue. That's a really big issue. That's why Nintendo is able to do the things that they are able to do, and like why the Nintendo Switch isn't technically yours. It's just a license, and to play Nintendo Switch games, and why they say they can brick your thing, which they probably can. Just like how if you get caught with hacks on your Xbox, they'll brick your Xbox. But those are two separate entities. Those are two separate things. One is purposely cheating. One is modding something, right? And there's also a difference between cheating on a live service game and modding your Xbox for a live service game, like if I was using an aimbot for Halo, versus modding my Switch 2 and making it water cooled. You know, like something stupid like that. I have not been. This is the very first map I ever played on Halo Infinite.
Spartan down. Lost the lead.
I haven't been on this map since launch. I'm pretty sure. At least that's what it feels like.
Glad I'm in your head and not that head.
Look at him flail. Oh, gross. I'm all glowing in different colors and stuff. What a disgrace.
A good old-fashioned takedown.
Can't hesitate, buddy. Oh, man, I was done for. There's 3 guys right there. No, I just got back to the game. Your grandfather? Dead puppy. Dead puppy CC. The CC part, that's wild. That's funny. Photoshop CC. Okay, it's like they're playing as a team or something, and it's not making the game fun. Like, what's gonna happen if Halo Infinite goes offline? Will I be able to play that, like, locally? Probably not. Just gonna stick to the edges here. Oh man, I was popping off like in the very beginning, and now I'm 3-7. I guess he took my advice. He stopped hesitating.
Double kill.
You make those bullets sing.
Okay, that's
Spartan.
3. No! Dead puppy got me again, boys. Hey, but I got a 4. Or we're 3.
We've lost a teammate.
Hostiles down and not getting up.
Dang it. Your grandfather. I look incredible. I wear your grandfather's clothes. What? Why?
Enemy halfway to victory.
Oh my god. Ugh. Where'd he go? I saw him. Oh, he's dead. Dang, dude. Just can't catch a break. Okay. Where are we at?
Down.
Gained the lead.
No! Oh, he zigzagooned on me. Okay. Okay, that guy's dead. We're actually putting up a pretty good fight, despite me being so bad. Yes!
Kill.
How'd that guy die? I already killed them over here. Ooh, we traded. Bye, your grandfather. Hey, I'm one away from being positive, boys. One away, boys. No, now I'm 2 away. It's your grandfather again. He's there. Was that guy's name Crypto? Crypto Toad? We traded. No, man. I'm running out. I'm running out of time. Buddy. I don't know if we're going to win this one, boys. My teammates are going to have to really... I'm at the top of the board with 13 and 16. I don't know if we're going to win this. I thought that plant was a person. Yeah, we're definitely not winning this. Oh, yeah!
Spartan double kill.
I need one more.
Would you look at that?
Give me the last one. Give me the last one. Give me the last one. Oh, my God!
Victory.
I almost had it. I almost had it. I don't know what that is, but whatever. That looks cool. Oh, it's -1. You hate to see it. Alright, let's get back to the video.
Even if the servers shut down, even if they go to other projects, you as the consumer deserve access to some sort of playable version of it.
Not if
So
it's a license.
Let's break down the initiative. Let's break down the pirate software drama and his weird lies about it and why this is important. This
Pirate Software came at it from the angle of a developer in terms of protection of the IP. But consumers don't care about that. They just want what they got, what they paid for, and they don't want to buy a license. They definitely don't want to buy a product that is a license packaged as a product, not a service. You know what I'm saying?
This is why you should be paying attention to it. Hi, hope you're having a great day. I am Dreamcast Guy, and I hope you're having a good one. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, this
Sure.
is definitely a pro-consumer rights movement. Now, essentially,
I'll give it a like.
what's going on is that as we sort of approach this all-digital future, you guys know that I've been very
You will own nothing, and you will like it. You eat the bugs, and you won't know it. And you will live in the pod, and you will enjoy it.
Game Pass. And it's not that it's not a good deal. Game Pass is a good deal, but the problem is the fact that now those games don't physically exist. If you buy an Xbox game right now, even if you buy like a physical box, the game isn't really in there. You put the disc in and it completely installs off the internet, which means in the future when those servers go down and when Xbox gets shut down, when the studios get shuttered, those discs become inert. The game you have currently literally on your shelf.
Yeah, it's the ultimate defense against pirating, because one of the reasons all those ROMs for like emulation are all over the place is because those ROMs were on the discs and people figured out how to rip it from the disc. And as the threshold of understanding and knowledge of basic understanding of like technology, computers, I mean, you can basically build your own cell phone now. Like, it's not hard. People are doing it. People are making emulators that legitimately look like phones and even take SIM cards. And they're calling it an emulator, but it runs Android. Okay, buddy, that's a phone. You made a phone. And that's cool. So that means that you could literally personally make your own custom cell phone. You could even make your own custom cell phone and run your own custom like hardware. But that I digress. The point that I'm getting at is it. How do I say this? It's become too easy for the mass public to steal games. Well, not steal games, to illegally give games out. Now you can compare this to like checkers. Like, I can make a checkerboard because I know the game of checkers, and I could sell it, and I don't have to worry about copyright. Well, I should. I don't know who made checkers. I don't know who has the copyright. I don't know if it's public domain or not. But point is that I could rip the core fundamentals of checkers, and I could go and I could sell my own thing. Oh, that guy looks cool. But when it comes to video games, you're not supposed to give that stuff out, and that's why a lot of that stuff is for free. That's why a lot of those ROMs are free, because you can't resell it. But you know, I'm thinking about it, like, that doesn't make sense. Like, why shouldn't I be able to resell it? I made a duplicate of it. I bought the game. I bought Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. I ripped the ROM off. I should be able to like resell it, like, because I could I resell Mario anyway. Like, if I went to like a retro store and I sold the original cartridge, like, why not? Maybe it's because, oh dang, I don't know. See, the whole digital ownership thing, it's really tricky because you're making copies of it and selling it. I'm gonna have to really think this one through to like really be able to understand it. I still stand by my first statement that the Stop Killing Games initiative is more about consumer rights and digital ownership than anything else. And that video games today package a live service license in a nice package that looks like physical content that you can own, but you can't actually own it. And that's the joke with like Fortnite, right? Like, if Fortnite ever goes down, like, people are going to be out hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars.
Hostiles down and not getting up.
Dang, dude. That's what I get for jacking with him. Mr. Wiggly Eyes.
Enemy shields down.
Allergic to bees, and he's got a whole bunch of bees. That's funny. That's why I play the game. Ooh. Sorry, allergic to bees. It looks like you're allergic to me's. Ooh, Mr. Wiggly Eyes. Looks like your eyes were too wiggly. You couldn't see me. How these puns doing? They doing anything for you?
Shields
I know this is a dead game and like only boomers play it, but god damn it, it's fun. Oh, we got some bots that left. Mr. Wiggly Eyes got me. He's a wiggling. Oh, and I missed. It's just not it's not going well tonight, you know? I'm just, yeah, it's just not going well. And no, we're even. It's 3 versus 3.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Dang, dude. Oh, he teabagged me. He did the thing. Got him. Okay. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Oh, yeah. It was worth it. It was worth it. Dang. Dang. Buddy. Oh my god. Am I at the top of the board? I'm at the top of the board. Okay, I gotta focus. I gotta stop thinking about stop killing games and start killing these guys. Dang, dude. Allergic to bees. Oh my god. This team, man.
Enemy team nearing victory.
Enemy shields down. Take cover.
Wait, did I say kind of autistic? Queen of Hoth. Jesus, that is such a like niche thing. I mean, people know what Star Wars is, but not a lot of people. Dang it, dude. Oh my god. Allergic to bees. He's everywhere. He's here and he's there. Got him. Mr. Wiggly Eyes. You know what it is? I'm not sticking to my normal strat where I usually just kind of circle the map on the outside or the outskirts. And because of that, I'm dying a whole lot. Jesus, dude, we are getting creamed. Yes, come here, allergic to bees.
Not getting up.
Worth. That's why I play the game, right there,
Defeat.
buddy. Bye. They were good. They were good. Very clearly, they're friends. That like they're all playing together. Back in the old days, I'd say that they were in a clan. They're probably just a bunch of old dudes that play every night or randomly when they're able to get together. Let's check them out. Yeah, 20 and 7. This armor looks dope. 15 and 5. Jesus. Look at that hammer. Jesus Christ. Alright, I want to watch a little bit more of this video, and then we'll play a little bit more. We're not going to watch the whole video, but I want to watch a little bit more of it.
Just gets taken out of your collection. This is essentially, people are trying to get this enshrined in law to make it where if you pay for something, it cannot be rendered completely unplayable. Now, to be clear, they're not asking for a fully compatible version forever. What this essentially saying is that they want to make it where if you buy something, companies are required to make it so that after it shuts down, you can have some sort of peer-to-peer connection, fan servers, give the code to people.
Right,
to make it where
right, like
somebody
a
can make
LAN. They
some
want LAN.
semblance of it work. Now, I've been very passionate about this because back in the day, I used to play literally for years on World of Warcraft's private servers. Now, if you didn't know this, but World of Warcraft, it was a constantly updating MMO. Every 2 years, you'd get a big new expansion, whether it was Wrath of the Lich King, Mists of Pandaria, or Warlords of Draenor and stuff. And a lot of people wanted the original version back, that slow, grindy, I mean, admittedly, less complicated version of the game, and Blizzard just wouldn't make it. So people basically found these basically archived versions of the older game and started running, admittedly, illegal.
I've never
servers.
been
People
interested
just
in
made it
WoW.
for themselves, and these existed for years. Occasionally they get shut down. Occasionally Blizzard would sue somebody, but this was the only way to play the MMO for like 10 years. The only way it was playable. And finally, Blizzard listened to people and went, okay, we'll bring it back. We'll let people play the original version of WoW. It was called WoW Classic, and I still play WoW Classic. I still enjoy WoW Classic. But to me,
Never played WoW. I was more of a RuneScape guy.
Killing moment. That it was weird that I could love a game, I could want to pay a game, I could want to experience it, and the only way to have it was by illegal hacked servers that other people are doing the upkeep on. Now, I want to go through this.
Piracy, in my opinion, piracy only happens at the mass level because the mass level of people, of the consumer, wants a good that the provider or the used to be provider is not providing. Because they are not providing it, people are wanting, or they've left them no choice but to pirate it. This is why piracy was such a big deal before Netflix. When Netflix came out and all the subscriptions came out, a lot of the piracy issues went away. And it was because the mass majority of people who were pirating the videos, who were pirating, they were pirating games, but mainly it was like movies and TV shows. It's because they wanted this service and no one was willing to do it. And then Netflix figured it out. And the mass majority of the people who were pirating stopped and became Netflix subscribers. So pirating only happens when there is a product that you want, but the original producer or distributor of that product is no longer distributing, is no longer doing it. So like Super Mario World, you can, like, it is next to impossible to get Super Mario World without getting Nintendo Power or Nintendo Online. So people go online and emulate it because they won't just sell you the game again. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe they do, but I have a feeling that they don't.
Because a lot of people have been talking even more about Stop Killing.
I used to play Anthem.
Is currently being focused on the EU. They're currently doing like campaigns and stuff.
Wow. So I didn't know this. Players will not be issued any refunds, and the game will no longer be playable after June 12th, 2026. So, okay, there's a game called Chrome Hounds. Let's see if I can find it out. Chrome Hounds, Xbox 360. See if I spelled it right. Yeah, Chrome Hounds. No, not Chrome Honda. Chrome Hounds. Here we go. Yeah, this is old game. Okay. Very cool game.
The system isn't that complicated either. Game. What you do offline is do these missions that happen.
So, but there was an offline version of it. Basically, you had this mech. It was kind of ahead of its time. I'm not gonna lie. You had this mech. You went around. You fought people. You could customize the entire mech however you wanted to do it. You could. There's all these different stats. I only played it once or twice. I thought it was really fun, but it was very grindy, and I was way too involved in like Gears of War and Fallout 3 to like be grindy on this game. But I had a friend who was really, really into this, and its servers went offline. However, you can still play the single-player offline mode.
Where over there, they're a lot.
I got
better
the
about
beta of
consumer
Anthem, by the
rights.
way.
It's harder to pass stuff here in the United States, especially because corporations in the United States have so much power, so much lobbying ability. It's hard to get them to do anything positive if it's not directly profitable. But a lot of people bring it up because it is weird about stuff like this. EA is shutting down the Anthem.
I believe that if the tax reforms and the tax laws wouldn't have gotten passed in like 1986, I think it was, might need to double check that. Basically, in the late 80s, they changed the tax laws where there was a self-employment tax, and it happened before deduction. So it was basically impossible. You could not get around this tax, and it was insane. It still is kind of insane, of this self-employment tax. And it forced all of these small businesses, all the LLCs, all the small businesses to either get wrecked or force themselves into S corps and C corps and things like that. And then that was the birth of giant corporations, because it was the only way to still experience the tax benefits. Up until then, it was very common for your average Joe Schmo to have an LLC, have a small fencing company, something like that, and enjoy a lot of tax bracket, a lot of tax breaks, because you are running your own business. Because the idea is, if you're running your own business, you're giving life into the economy, you're giving other people jobs, yada, 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 yada. It's moving on its own. Now that it's big corporations, it's different, which throws in a whole nother question. It's like, how big is too big, right?
Anthem servers. Players will not be issued refunds, and the game will no longer be playable after January 12th.
I bought this. I have it on my Xbox 360.
I played it. I played a lot of Anthem.
I didn't play that much of it because it was trash when it came out.
A lot of people talk about the fact that
it was one of the first games that had a bad launch.
Because I feel like we're entering this strange.
It didn't deliver, kind of like Halo 4 and Halo 5.
If I buy a DVD, I can play that DVD forever until it
Yep.
breaks.
Yes,
if
you
I buy
can.
a CD, I can listen to it in my car or on my CD player while I'm at the gym, whatever, right? Whereas if I buy a game, a lot of times on the actual disc itself, they claim you don't really own it. You just own it as long as we're giving you permission to access it. In fact, I have to show you this. This is so insane.
That's crazy. Can you imagine buying a painting, a piece of artwork, and the artist saying, you don't actually have this. I'm just leasing it to you. And I can come back into your household, and I can grab this painting off the wall and take it back whenever I want. That'll be $4,000 for this priceless piece of art that I'm leasing to you. That's insane. Okay, we'll watch a little bit more, and then we'll get back to playing.
Ubisoft has updated their terms of service that said if you, like, for some reason the servers go down, they want you to destroy your physical copy of the disc.
Oh my God.
Ubisoft is saying, not only do you not own the game, you will never own the game. No matter how much you pay for the game, you'll never own the game. And a lot of people are specifically the Stop Killing Games movement, for all the lies around it that we're going to get into. The bottom line of it is that you deserve to be able to have access to what you've already bought. We're not saying you got to make every game offline playable forever. We're not saying every game has to have a start to finish single player mode. It is specifically saying if it currently exists in a certain state, it is legally necessary for it to maintain that state to some degree. Next up. God, here was the crazy.
It's just asking for an end of life plan. No one has an end of life plan for any online service. And it's not like Game Pass and it's not like Netflix, because those are libraries. It's not them giving you all of these physical games. It's just giving you access to a library. Here, we'll go ahead and queue up. Queue up.
Thing.
I think Video Game Europe making a pirate software tier films the response statement against Stop Killing Games while having all these infamous anti-consumer companies directly involved with them say a lot. This is exactly why Stop Killing Games needs to succeed. Yeah, I read this statement. I thought it was crazy.
The initiative is getting very, very big. I think it just passed 1 million signatures in Europe.
It did.
I'm going to put a link
It's like
to
it's like
the thing if you
1.2.
want to sign up, sign the petition, basically.
Let's look at it real quick. He said he put the link in. This dropped like 2 hours ago or 4 hours ago or something like that. Oh, he's on Blue Sky. Mistake. Check out Stop Killing Games. 1.3 million. Wow. That's crazy.
The whole goal is to get enough.
I can't sign it.
attention
I'm not in
from
the UK.
Government that they sort of respond, that they start to realize, oh, this is litigation that's important to consumers worldwide.
Tactical slate.
And when they start doing this, the lobbyist groups of Europe, this is not a joke,
Yeah, they don't want to do it.
basically put this weird statement out saying it's bad.
Yeah, and they're trying to claim that they're not doing anything bad because they're complying with the law. That's the problem. We don't like the law. We want to change the law. Like, we want to change how these things are done because we don't like how it currently is. And the people ultimately have the power. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. And sometimes that can be used for evil, and sometimes that can be used for good. Come on, dude. Oh, there we are. There. Oh. Nice!
Double kill.
Hell of a job, Spartan. A good old-fashioned takedown.
I'm popping off.
Hostiles down. And
That guy's mad. He has no idea how he died. No! 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 Ugh. Nice.
good shooting, Spartan.
That guy's dead. DED. He's losing pockets. I assisted. I contributed. Oh my god! Oh, bro. Ugh. Another one down. Hey. Bro. It's that game sense, you know, you gotta have that game sense. Bruh.
Hostiles down. And not getting up.
If I were him, I'd be mad. Oh my god, I'm mad. What did that say? Bamming? Flaming?
Hostiles down. And not getting up.
Guy had a big old fat kill me sign on his. I'm not even gonna teabag him. His death was already disgraceful enough. Oh my god. I should have teabagged when I had the chance. Oh, that guy scared the shoot out of me. But Jesus! I had a friend that used to say that all the time. Oh man, I feel bad for that guy. I feel like guy just keeps getting sniped from the back.
Hostiles down. And not getting up.
Oh my god, I should have ducked. I don't know what I was thinking.
Enemy halfway.
I
to
wasn't
victory.
thinking. I'm thinking that I'm tired. My brain is losing packets. Bro. Gunther. Gunther. Gunther.
Glad I'm in your head and not
I
my
really
head.
thought I was about to. I really thought I just walked off the map, man. Worth.
Hostile down.
Dang it.
Not getting up.
Hmm. I didn't know where they were. I was looking everywhere for them. So I just jumped up. Okay.
Enemy team nearing victory.
Hostiles down and not getting up.
Got him.
Shooting, Spartan.
Man, by the time I saw him, it was too late. Jesus. I just spawned in. Let a brother take a breath.
5 minutes remaining. Defeat.
And we're defeated. Well, I did good, but that might be one of the reasons why we did bad. I mean, if I'm doing good, there might be an issue. Alright, 15, 12. Alright, we're gonna watch a little bit more of this video, and then I gotta go to bed. I gotta wake up like super early in the morning.
This will make stuff more expensive. Games are already too expensive to make. This will actually kill games. These are the companies publicly speaking out against it. Riot Games, Netflix, Sega, Roblox. This is Take-Two Interactive, which obviously is Rockstar, Ubisoft, ZeniMax, Epic Games.
I didn't know that.
It's a lot of names that I feel like wouldn't really expect. Some of them like Microsoft, of course, but
Oh
these were
man,
just-
I didn't even think about this guy. Isn't that Clash of Clans? That's true, because if Clash of Clans goes offline, any of those apps go offline, like you're done. It's done. It's over. Like, how many thousands of dollars do people have invested in their Clash of Clans? That's crazy.
See, some of these companies that are classically actually kind of better about listening to consumers saying this is bad for gaming. And I do think that a lot of it is being stirred up because of Pirate Software's lies. Now, this is the thing. Minecraft creator has made fun of Pirate Software streamers' ridiculous stance against Stop Killing Games. Just to verify, yes, this is what I was talking about. If buying a game is not a purchase, then pirating a game is not theft.
I see what he's trying to say there. It's definitely semantics, and he's trying to prove a point to say that like they're dumb. Like buying a game is not a purchase. I think he sent the point home. I wouldn't say that pirating is necessarily theft. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one, because now we're talking about the semantics. We're talking about definition of words. However, he's just trying to get it like a one, you know, just a jab at pirate software.
This is a very classic meme people talk about. If you're going to claim to me that by buying the game, by paying a subscription fee, by actually owning it, by logging in, by participating, by leveling up, by getting ownership, by having my participation in it invalidated, by being able to say we can just flip a switch and the game you bought, that thing you love, is just unmade, it's basically saying, okay, then I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to pirate it. I'm going to do other.
But this is an issue that goes and transcends games. This is not just a gaming issue. Okay, so for instance, like in the music world, in band director music education, there's something called tonal energy. Tonal energy is like the best tuning thing in the world. It used to be this giant like black box that every band hall in Texas, probably across the country, has, maybe across the world. I don't know. It's a huge thing. It's a very high quality equipment. They turned it into an app on your phone. That app costs upwards between like $20 or $30 when it launched. I have no idea what it is now, and it was a one-time purchase, because back then you were able to do one-time purchases. I never got it because I'm a drummer. I didn't need to tune things. But I know that there were hundreds of people who were getting it. What happens if they decide to take that app off the marketplace? How will it still function? It won't. You know, I mean, there are apps that I still have on my original like iPhone 4. And there are apps that I still have in my original iTunes from like 3GS era that I know for a fact that those apps are no longer like around. Those apps were also free. Because I wasn't going to buy apps back then. 99 cents for an app was like big deal back then. But my point being is like, they're gone. They're over. Like, if I try to load it, it won't load. It's not going to be able to load, especially if I tried to load that game on something that's a more modern like OS. My point being is that there's no plan for the end of the life of any type of digital asset, which I don't even know if digital assets ever truly been defined.
Other stuff in order to get
I don't even know if it would be considered an asset.
access to it. I'm going to find some way to play it that actually makes my stuff feel more permanent, my purchase more permanent.
See, and
So let's
Minecraft
get
does
into
it.
Why
I
this
can have
guy-
a Minecraft
may not have heard
is
of
local.
Pirate Software is a very strange guy. I'll admit,
I used to like
watched
him.
this guy quite a bit for
Yeah.
a couple months. Specifically,
No, I used to watch him all the
there was a
time.
thing
Still do
called
sometimes.
World of Warcraft Hardcore Classic. It's basically like if you've ever played Diablo, hardcore is death equals deletes. If you die, your character is just off the grid. It's very fun.
Yeah,
actually,
I
because
thought about
every fight, every
doing
encounter,
something
every
like that.
quest becomes a lot
but
more
connecting
epic
it to
when you're
like
afraid
file
of,
32.
well, bad luck, bad pulls, bad, causes of death. I watched a lot of his hardcore streams. Well, he basically turned out to be kind of a weirdo, kind of a scummy weirdo. I'm not going to get into all of his stuff because, my God, this
I
guy
don't
definitely has,
care. I don't care about him. Just tell me the
issues,
facts
but
about what's going on.
he has been obsessively talking about the evils of the Stop Killing Games initiative.
Yeah,
So people are calling me a liar.
I saw his video where he talked about this. He's like, let's dig into what I actually said, what I did and said. I put 2 videos in August on 2024. Oh, I can't highlight. And August 7th. These videos are linked at the bottom, blah, 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 blah. Monetization. Basically, he thinks that the Stop Killing Games initiative is demanding that servers stay on indefinitely. And that that's a ridiculous thing. He's also saying that it's that developer's IP and he can do whatever he wants with it. And he is correct to an extent. And okay, let me put it this way. He is correct in terms of the law. It is their IP. They can do whatever they want with it. However, I think that personal opinion, I think that it's false advertisement. You are selling a license and you're concealing it to make it look as if it's a product, but it's not a product. It's a license. And I think it also has something to do with the fact that it's transitioned between being able to physically own and hold, and this is mine, versus it's intangible. I can't touch it. I don't have it. It's just a license. And if my computer goes, it goes too. If the internet goes, it goes too. And that's the issue. Like, it's tied to something that's not real.
And then I misrepresent. He did. I don't know why. Sometimes some people like this, they can never ever admit fault. He refuses to admit that he was wrong. But basically,
No, Pirate Software acts like kids in high school that I'd never wanted to get in an argument with, because I knew, and even college, I knew that I would never win. And it didn't matter how strong my argument was. It didn't matter. They were never going to let you win. And when there's people like that, the best course of action is just avoid them and only make small talk. Because if you get anything that's going on them, you're not going to win. And it's not that they don't want to listen, or it's not that they're willing to listen. It's that they're not willing to listen. So what's the point?
basically what he says is like, look, here's to recap. My main issue with the initiative is that it's broad in its approach to change the industry and change the language, not the fact. Request that all games stay in a functional, playable state. This is not feasible for all games at a technical level and could potentially restrict developers from making online-only games like MOBAs, MMOs, user-generated content. The list is not exhaustive.
See, he thinks that it's going to kill the online service industry. I'm sitting over here thinking like, okay, that's not a terrible idea. It's not that I want it to die and go away forever. I just want it to be restructured. I don't like the way the laws are set up. Are these companies breaking the law? No. Are they doing things that I think are in bad faith? Yes. So does that mean that I think the law should be changed? Also, yes. So again, the companies are not breaking the law. They are totally staying within the guidelines. It's just that these things haven't truly been defined, and we are coming to the end of the first cycle of digital assets expiring, like companies going under, things like this. You know what I mean?
Exhaustive, and it doesn't matter if you do or don't.
Our
like
games
these kinds of
going
games.
under,
Effectively,
dying.
this has the potential to restrict future development by making kick-ass experiences because it locks a weight of their decisions. Okay. Now let's talk about why this is wrong and this is a lie. Basically what's happening is a lot of these companies are already spending hundreds of millions of dollars on development. There's so many...
Wait, is that video of Concord? Is that Concord that's playing behind him? That's wild.
Big budget projects that, in my opinion, there's a lot of games that are very much over budget. But the whole idea behind it is that the Stop Killing Games initiative is just saying, give us some sort of access to it if you're going to shut it down. We're not asking for infinite. We're not asking for backporting as well. A clear part of the initiative is going forward. Basically, if you made, obviously, Concord as an example, Concord...
Yeah, that's definitely that's going on behind him. I've never seen gameplay of Concord. This is... Okay, whatever.
Can't come back. I don't think anybody wants it to come back, but essentially it's saying that in the future, if you make some sort of looter shooter or something like that, you are required to give people some ability to play it. Something like that. Like, understand some genres are going to be more accessible than others. If you have something that's purely, hey, there's a cloud server that...
So I've thought about this. We're done with Halo. I need to go to bed. It's almost midnight. But I've thought about this quite a bit. What if I created a game and it wasn't a one-time purchase. It was a monthly subscription that allowed you access to my game, to my servers. And because it was a a month long or a monthly subscription, and let's just say $5, or we'll say $10 because that's easy. Okay, $10, you get access to this purely online game. But my two stipulations with it is that, one, like, obviously it's a license. Okay, there are no microtransactions. Everything is behind a skill wall. Everything requires grind. Okay, and I'll just constantly throw things out, and I'll just constantly raise the ceiling and just raise it and raise it and raise it. Okay, and then 2, it will die whenever I say it'll die. So therefore, or not just that it'll die, but 2, it'll be web-based. You don't download anything. So kind of like RuneScape, I guess, where it's like an online-based game, or like Digimon Online. I don't even know if that game still like is alive anymore. But if you did that, I think people, I don't know if it would do really well, honestly, but I think people would be more willing to accept that it's a license because you're paying once a month, because it's an ongoing subscription with it, and also because there are no microtransactions in it. And so then that would mean that this game would be completely backed by skill, because all the unlockables, all these things like that. I don't know, probably an awful idea.
Generates every piece of content, every piece of dialogue.
Content.
That stuff's going to be harder to do, but I guess my point is the fact that I just don't believe the lie that this is somehow going to break games. The next great, crazy World of Warcraft classic style moments aren't going to happen because, oh no, the servers have to talk to some nebulous corporate entity.
No, it comes to the fact that they don't want to relinquish the IP, because if the server shut down, and the law says that if you shut down a live service server, you have to relinquish some degree of control to give the community private servers, or the ability to do private servers, then they've lost control of the assets. It's the same thing with like how certain one-player games don't want you to mod their stuff because they feel like they've lost a little bit of control of their IP, when in reality, like, people are going to do that.
To me, it's running defense. A lot of people think that this guy, Pirate Software, he has said some stuff that is very strange. If you look at a lot of his videos now are getting completely downvote bombed. Everybody is like, oh man, everybody is just constantly ragging on this guy now, because what's funny about it is that this dude, God, he's losing so many subscribers. Here, let me refresh this just to be toxic. 130,000 subscribers lost.
Again, because he's coming at it from an angle of a developer and intellectual property rights, which are important. Okay, I know a lot of people don't think that I think intellectual property rights are important because of like my stances with AI and like how I use it all the time. I mean, hell, the thumbnails that I use are all AI generated. It's just easy. You know what I'm saying? Or I use the AI through vidIQ, where I take 3 or 4 different images and I meld it together, just because it saves so much time instead of me going into Photoshop and doing it. So, but I do think intellectual property is important. At the same time, there's a part of your intellectual property that I believe that you give up when you decide to monetize it and sell it. Because, like, if someone painted me a painting that was valued at $4,000, like, now this is an asset, and I take it home and I decide to do something to it, maybe the value goes up, maybe the value goes down, but that is my thing to do. You as the artist are not going to come back to me and be like, you can't change my art. Oh, yes, I can. I paid for it. It's the only one. It's a one of a kind. Now it's in my house. I own it. I can do whatever I want with it.
In the last 30 days is wild. But the thing is that the whole...
But I can't change it and then sell it. That's where we're getting into IP issues. But that's a whole different topic.
Initiative is just about preservation. Did you know that 70% of all games ever released are just unplayable now? 70%.
That's
a lot of them
wild.
don't exist on any platform. They're not playable in a back state. There are so many games that are already just lost to time.
Wow.
I'm a big fan of Grandia. Did you know there was a short-lived Grandia MMORPG Apparently, it wasn't very good. There's
You
like,
know what, dude? I believe that because there are tons of Digimon games that I've gotten on my phone. Like I think it was called Digimon Rise or Re-Rise. Rise, I think. Yeah, this was it. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't super enthralled by it. I always think that I'm gonna like a Digimon game that's an app, but I never really do. And there's in-app purchases and stuff, and it only lasted like 2 years. It did not last very long at all. I'm not a big like gamer on my phone because I don't like it to like destroy my phone. But this is just countless with the Digimon franchise where they come out with a game, it's an app, and it's only there for a little bit for like a year or two, and then it's gone because it doesn't have a player base, and which is its own problem in its own right.
4 screenshots literally in the world that exist, but I kind of wish I had a chance to play it. What about previous versions of the Warhammer MMO? These games that are online, they matter. They have fan bases. They have an important impact on the world. And I guess the whole point of the Stop Killing Games initiative is that as these closures increase, as these studios continue
because we're coming to the end of the very first digital cycle, I think.
I can't help but think that the Stop Killing Games initiative might be the most important thing in gaming.
Yeah, because it addresses a lot of issues.
Hyperbolic. I want my stuff to exist. I want to.
There's also this need that humans have that we want to preserve. And I know I use a lot of music references, but it's because like I'm a musician and like I went to college for that and whatever. But there's like this desire that we don't forget things, especially things that we think are valuable. Like look at classical music, Brahms, Mahler, Beethoven, Mozart. No one really listens to that music. I mean, people listen to that music, sure, but the percentage of people who listen to that music is so small. And yet every major city and even some smaller cities have their own orchestra and symphony, and they have a really hard time staying afloat. Why is that? Because they're playing music that's not relevant to the time, but they're playing that music because they think it's really good, but doesn't resonate anymore. But we don't want to get rid of it. And like music has changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we still doing this? I understand the preservation of it, but at some point, like, how can we save everything? I don't know. I'm just kind of, I'm thinking through it as I talk about it. And I'm also like trying to play a little bit of devil's advocate a little bit. Like, that is wild that 70% of games are now unplayable. But at the same time, like, how can we preserve all video games? Like, how is that even possible? And then where is it going to get stored? It's kind of like that old lady who recorded TV for like 15 years, and it's all on VHS.
To make it where my purchases matter. I want to make it where the games I'd like to play stay playable. I think about this a lot, but I feel weird about the fact that you and I, a lot of us, we're in our 30s, we have nostalgia. We have games we grew up with that are still playable today. Maybe in slightly different versions, like I love Final Fantasy VI. There's a lot of different versions of Final Fantasy VI, right?
Yeah.
But it's still playable. I do feel bad for a lot of those kids out there that are growing up with games today that are online only, that only currently exist because the servers that are maintaining them. And
That's true. The only physical copy of Gears of War Reloaded or Gears of War E-Day, one of the two, is going to be on the PlayStation 5. I will not be able to buy a physical disc of the new Gears of War game. I have Gears of War 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Judgment. And on my wall in my collection, I'm not going to be able to have that. It's going to be a stinking PS5 next to it.
Yes, I think about the fact that what happens when those servers get shut off? Those kids will not be able to experience the glory of nostalgia that we have to go back and play those games you love, to relive those memories, to find extra quests and say, hey, here's the cool.
Well, okay, I will say that the newer generation does not have this sense of self-preservation. They are use, throw away, buy new.
Coolness I missed growing up. Here's that extra cool beat. Stop killing games matters from a consumer standpoint.
I still think it
from
matters.
a gamer standpoint, from a legal standpoint, and people that are talking out against it are either being malicious or they're being moronic. But these have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts because as an ex-Pirate Software fan, this was definitely that straw that broke the camel's back. This guy,
I'm definitely a conspiracy theory. I think that he made these wild claims on purpose in order to like build up the thing.
This guy is a weirdo. This guy's a liar, and stop killing games. Check out the initiative.
I don't
down
care
below.
about. I don't care. I don't care about the weirdo thing. I don't care about that. This guy is the Dreamcast guy. This is the first video I ever watched about it, but I liked what he had to say. I subscribed. You know, give it a like. I'll put it in the description of the stream so that way you can go back and watch it. So yeah, and I'll even drop it in the chat too. I think it should go to both. Yeah, because it's from me. Fantastic. So, you know, go like this guy's video, whatever, things like that. Anyway, let's get back to where the waifu's at. Here we go. All right. I got to get up early, so I'm going to go to bed. I will catch you guys later. Makla Checo.